Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tekkit 2. Today we're going to be building up a nice factory, since we can finally move all of this stuff over here, cover it up, hide all the uglies. That'll be important. So in between episodes I had to move everything from over here to over here because I had an issue with the logistics pipes, and if we look at our trunk borders, that's not it. There's trunk borders, okay. So this was all living over in this chunk. It may have even bordered into this chunk. It was giving me lots of issues with logistics pipes. So what I did with this new layout, so all of this yellow is where I want to build up the walls. These are all the trunk borders. So hopefully we can keep as much logistics pipe stuff into a single chunk as possible, and that will keep things working. But we can also go ahead and take a look at all the UU matter that's been created. That is 49 stacks plus a little bit more. And all that scrap metal that is going into these things and powering them has also been automated. It has kind of ended up a bit messy since I needed a few more pipes than I thought, since I guess only some sides input and some sides output on the mass fabricator. So that's not as clean as like the compacting recycler, which can input and output on the same side. But not the end of the world. And over here we can see solar panel production is going along just fine. We're at 27 stacks. That is a lot of solar panels. And we're really going to have to start getting into the HV solar panels quite soon. When I was terraforming all of this land in between episodes here, this mercurial eye came in super handy. You just put in some sort of block that has an EMC value. I've been using dirt. I don't know if you can actually just pull it straight in. Can you do that? No, doesn't look like it. But if I had some dirt, I could put some dirt in here. I'll actually grab some. Dirt. Nope, not coarse dirt. Not coarse dirt. Dirt. Okay, the mercurial eye. So put in some dirt. Put in your Klein star to give it a little bit of power. And you can just kind of trade however much you want. And it's got all sorts of different modes. So if we look at that, not that. So if we look at like extension mode, if we make some sort of fancy shape like this, we can just immediately extend that straight up. And I think those are the only modes I used for all of this terraforming. Yeah. Kind of tore down some of the village, kind of covered up some of the village, put down some of these interdiction torches to hopefully keep away the mobs. I don't know how well it's actually working. But yeah, there used to be a village here. Now there's not. Whoops, that's not what we wanted to do. Well, that's what another one of these modes does. I don't even know which mode it was on. Creation mode, that's a single block, I think. There we go. Cool. And I have put in some of the framing for the wall right here. So it's looking pretty good. I kind of went with a combination of the styles from last episode, since that seems to be what most people wanted, and I think it turned out really good. I'm really happy with how this looks. And right now I'm trying to figure out what to do with this little house right here. Like, I kind of want to keep it just because I started in it, but it's also kind of in the way, and it's just a standard village house, so maybe I should destroy it? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, and it'll stay here for now until we figure out what to do with it. But now I want to kind of clear out a bunch of this grass, put down some sort of block for a floor. I have no idea what that's going to be yet. And start moving some machines in, because that seems to be a good idea. Finally get this stuff moved, do a little bit of reorganization. And I'm just realizing I also have all my power is solar power. I don't know where the solar panels are going to go. So all sorts of fun stuff to figure out right now. And here it is now, all filled in, no more grass. I ended up using this basalt trodden bricks, which I think looks pretty good for a factory floor. Separated out where all of the chunk borders are again, so I can kind of see where things are going to go. Not going to worry about this half of the building for today, just kind of want to get machines filled in over here. So what I'm thinking of doing is keeping like the IC2 stuff in here, and then putting all of the Project E stuff into the second one. I'm not sure what to do with kind of these surrounding ones yet. And keeping like this backside on the wall for all of those logistics pipes, and hopefully just keep it in like 2 chunks here. And hopefully that will resolve most issues. Still not sure where solar panels are going to go. they might just live up here temporarily. We'll see. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but we'll see. Maybe let's go like here, and then I have cables. I have no idea where cables are gonna go. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just kind of have to get stuff set up, plugged in, and figure it out as we go. Alright, so I've got a bunch of machines moved over, and I actually ended up crafting a bunch more, just to, I don't know, have them on hand, ready to go for when I do need them. Probably way overkill on the electrolyzers. I doubt I'll actually need 5. I ended up just kind of putting a bunch of these solar panels on the ceiling here. I don't know if they're going to stay. This could become a feature of the build. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see, I guess. And then put a bunch of these wood barrels over here, which I still need to fill up. And the only automation I've actually set up right now is this guy, which is connected to all of these, which is just processing blaze rods. So that's just the kind of standard thing that I had set up over here. So that's all ripped up now, kind of fixed up the terrain a bit. And I still need to move all the storage over. And all the auto crafting. So that's kind of a pain, which is why I haven't done it yet. That might be an in-between episodes thing. Get all the storage set up over there, move items around. There is another machine that we need right now, so I do want to go ahead and craft up some rare earth extractors, which is just an extractor and recycler. I already made a few of those, so I'm going to craft up 5 of those. And we can go plug these all into the system, which I guess isn't quite ready yet with all of the logistics pipe side. Where'd they go? Oh, crap. You know what it is? This is medium voltage. These need to be low voltage. So I just broke all of those. So I will have to make a few more. And we need to make sure this is properly getting low voltage. Okay, let me go fix that. Alright, now I've got these LV transformers in here, so now it should be okay. Yes, that looks much better. We are not getting power because these are facing the wrong way. Okay. Much better. Now we should have power. We do. And now I believe the most efficient thing to get... Oh, do I not have soul sand? Yeah, so basically if we look through this, if we go here, we can see that obsidian and soul sand only require 10 to create this rare earth dust. So we could use obsidian, we could use soul sand. The EMC efficient way is to use soul sand. Apparently I don't have any in my tablet, so we're just going to use the obsidian instead. Not efficient, but I mean, look at this. There's 5 billion EMC right now. I don't really need to be concerned about efficiency. So if we shove some of these in here and get them going, let me actually grab a couple more and we'll fill up all of them. I can spell obsidian, right? And 1 more, and 2 more. And once that cycles through, we should be getting some rare earth dust. Look at that. Now, what are we going to do with that rare earth dust, you might ask? Well, we're going to craft it into rare earth chunks. So we need 3 more, and we'll get this rare earth chunk. And then we can put that into a compressor, and we'll get a dead magnet. And then we can put that into an electrolyzer, and we can create all sorts of fun things. So what we're going to need is a bunch of these plasma cores. I think that's the biggest thing we really need for it. We might need this eventually. Let's actually see what that's for. So that gets combined with coal dust and a canning machine? Oh, that's to repair it. So I don't actually know what these are for. Yeah, it doesn't quite tell me. Well, we'll be able to make it. I don't know. Let's see if we got more. Okay, and then we need 1 iron. And we will have the first... I don't have a crafting table over here. Well, that's a big oversight for having all the machines here. Luckily, we can just grab one. And now we can make our first rare earth chunk. And then, do I have a compressor? Compacting, recycling. I don't have any compressors. Okay, well that's another issue too, so it looks like to stay in this chunk, so that's the borderline right here, little triangle. I'm gonna have to make a new row of machines, it looks like. Or should I continue along here? Maybe I'll just continue along the side here, and I'm not sure what's gonna go in this chunk. Kind of cut off, because this is the rest of the chunk. Well, I'll get those installed. I'll figure it out. Just finished crafting up 5 compressors here, and I'm realizing I should probably just upgrade these to the medium voltage one. So we'll make the singularity compressor, which just adds obsidian and an advanced machine block. Simple enough. So we'll go ahead and get that installed as well. Okay, and these singularity compressors are hooked up into the power system now. We've got power, and we can pop in our first rare earth chunk. And hopefully that starts going. Cool, that's good. Should probably put some inverters on these. I think just about everything here is going to want an inverter. So we don't have to worry about redstone powering stuff. Yeah, well I guess these rare earth extractors can't have inverters. They have no upgrade slot. Yeah, if we put an inverter on, this will never go to 0. It'll just sit at 100% all the time. Yeah, here's our first dead magnet. And now, if we put that into an electrolyzer, that should get turned into a magnet. It needs 20,000 EU. Yep, cool. So we can see we got 600,000. Charging up. And we'll just let that sit for a little bit, because that's going to take some time. And looks like this first magnet is completed. So now we can go ahead and see if we can craft up our first plasma core. It looks like we're missing some stuff. Advanced alloys will be easy to get. Plasma cell. Looks like I need another machine for that. I need a plasma fire. And then we put UU matter into the plasma fire. Then we'll be able to make that. So let's find out what a plasma fire takes. So plasma fire takes an induction furnace, some iridium stone, and some reinforced glass. Okay, so this is starting to get expensive. So iridium plate. We should be able to make our first iridium now, since I have a ton of UU matter. Let's actually go take a look at that. Since I believe I had almost like 64 stacks of it. Yeah, I've got 62 stacks. So that is a lot. So let's just go ahead and grab a lot of it. And let's see if we can make an entire stack of iridium. So let's see. Iridium ore. Okay, there is a stack of it. You know what? Can we make a second stack of it? I didn't quite grab enough. But it doesn't matter. So what do we use iridium ore for? I guess we only use it for iridium plates. Or you can compress it into an iridium ingot. And it looks like that's used for the advanced solars. Iridium iron plate. Reinforced iridium iron plate. Irradiant reinforced plate. Which then goes into the advanced solar panel. Okay, and that's a low voltage solar panel. Jeez, those get expensive. For just the advanced solar panel? Yeah, which then goes into the hybrid solar panel, which then goes into the ultimate hybrid solar panel, which you can actually put on top of the nano suit, I believe is what this is. To get the ultimate hybrid solar helmet. That seems way overkill. I don't know if we're going to go that route. We're probably just going to stick to using like plasma fires and stuff for now. That seems pretty far into the future, if I get to that at all. Alright, and I think I've found everything I need for the plasma fire now. So first, let's go ahead and craft a bunch of reinforced stone. So let's just grab like a stack of that for now. We also need some reinforced glass. Let's do like a stack of that as well, and that eats through advanced alloy really quick, so I'm probably gonna have to automate that at some point here too. So now we need some iridium stone, which means we need an iridium plate, which means I need some diamonds. Luckily, those are easy to get. And let's see, iridium stone, iridium plate. We can make 25 of these. Yeah, looks like I'm just limited by the advanced alloy at this point, so maybe we'll just grab like 12 of those for now. I think that's enough. Okay, so 1 iridium plate makes 8 iridium stone, so that's actually really good. So we're just going to make 1 of those for now, since we need 4. And I already have the induction furnace, so that's the first plasma fire. Cool. I don't know what kind of power this takes. Should I just directly plug it in to medium voltage? It seems like something that would take medium voltage, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, and now I believe we need some cells to put in here and some UU matter. And then we should get these plasma cells out of it. So I'll be right back once I've grabbed those. Alright, grab some cells and some UU matter, so we should just be able to put these in here. And it used it. I don't know how long this takes. This could potentially take a really long time and use up a ton of UU matter. I'm afraid of what I've gotten myself into. Let's see. Does this move? Is this a progress bar? I don't know. I am just going to let that sit for a while, and we'll see what it does when I come back. And after an incredibly long amount of time, it's moved this teeny tiny amount. So this is probably something that we're going to reevaluate next episode. Because I'm pumping as much power into it as I can. I could actually probably even add 1 more in here. But it takes a lot of power, and it goes super duper slow. So we're just going to let that sit, and we'll come back next time. So I actually just stepped away for a couple of minutes, and it seems like it's actually producing quite a bit quicker. Don't need to go all the way to the top. It only goes to like here. So it doesn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. So now we've got 3 whole plasma cells, and we can actually continue on, and I think we can just make a plasma core right away. Yeah, I've got enough stuff for it. Cool. Perfect. Excellent. What are we missing to make more? Magnets, yes, those need to be automated. And now that we have plasma cores, there is all sorts of stuff we can get into. Like, we could start making the ultimate hybrid solar panel. I mean, obviously, there's still a few steps in between to actually get there. But yeah, we're well on our way. So we can make plasma cables now. We can make a portable teleporter. That'd be cool to get into at some point. We can make this PESD. We can make quantum overclockers. We'll definitely want these at some point. These will be super handy for making super fast machines. And the PESD we're going to need for making the IV transformer. So maybe what we start looking into next is crafting up an HV transformer. So that'll probably be the first thing we want to do here. We already have the MV transformers automated. They just need to get moved over to the base here. We'll need to automate energy crystals. This is already done, and 4 times insulated HV cables. So that's an HV cable with rubber. Okay, so that is refined iron ingots. So that's simple enough. So it looks like what is next is a bunch of automating. And I kind of want to just get stuff moved over here. Set up automation. I have all of those automated tables over there, so probably just shove those along like this side here. Run in all of the logistics cables. Hey, look. Another red matter furnace. Cool. Distracted. And yeah, I think I will do all of that in between episodes. So I think that's the point where we call it the end right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.